So, as we lean into principle number two, I think it's really important that you understand that you get to live a life that you love. Honoring your true desires means that you get to live a life you love, enjoy the journey, and still reach your money goals. You can have the things that you desire and still accomplish your dreams. You can do both. So, before we dive into what it looks like to honor your true desires, which is principle number two, what does it look like to not honor your true desires? So let me tell you a quick story about my client named Amanda. Amanda and her husband were self employed. They lived life as they pleased, buying whatever struck their fancy, using credit, oftentimes not even really paying attention to what was happening to their money because they had great income. They didn't feel like they had to pay attention. They also had bad credit. They also worked for themselves. And so they just kind of assumed that they would never be able to buy a home. So they were renting, wasn't even really on their radar. When she first came to me, she was a self proclaimed impulsive spender. She wanted help from me getting her spending under control so that she could fix her credit score. As we dug and discovered, she actually really did want to buy a house. She just thought it wasn't possible. We dug deeper. We started looking into what was really going on. Where were the fears, right? And we realized that all of her impulsive spending, all of it, was on home decor, rugs and furniture and art pieces for the walls. Why? She wanted her rental home to feel like her dream home. She had a dream of having a farmhouse, right? The reality is, the dream home was the true desire, not the home decor, not that other piece of furniture, not that other piece of art for the walls, or even the appearance of having her home all put together, this rental home. That wasn't it. The true desire was owning her own dream home. When she started actually shifting her thought processes with her money strategy to, I need to be able to buy a house, everything changed. Everything changed. Impulsive spending, gone. Saying no to those purchases became easy. In fact, it became exciting. She even told me one time about a piece of furniture that she found, and she was like, and I didn't buy it. Right? Saying yes to saving and paying off debt and resolving debts that were in collections and working on her credit score was fun for her. It was exciting. Why? Because now she was actually working toward the thing that she truly desired. This is a good example of financial sabotage, by the way. This is Band-Aid spending. All the spending on home decor to try to make this rental home feel like your dream home, when what you actually truly desire is the dream home, right? That's financial self-sabotage, because every dime she spent on that, she couldn't save for a house, right? It is an attempt to meet a need, emotional or otherwise, with something that feels a little easier to do. And it is easier to go buy a couch than it is to fix your credit and save up a down payment for a home, right? It is easier. So I am happy to report, by the way, that less than a year after we started working together, Amanda and her husband not only qualified for a mortgage, but they have closed on their dream farmhouse, and they had saved like $30,000 in cash in that year. They raised their credit scores by over 150 points. It is amazing what happens when you start focusing on the thing that you really want, and your motivation completely changes when you know you're getting what you actually want to get, right? So another thing it could look like to not honor your true desires would be allowing all of the shoulds of the world to make you feel like absolute garbage about your money decisions, right? I should focus less on my wants. I should be more disciplined. I shouldn't be going on vacation. I should pay off my credit card instead of going out to eat, right? Shoulds. It causes you to second guess every single financial decision that you make. It causes you to feel guilty when you try to do something that you actually love and enjoy. It brings shameful thinking when you choose to do something that the world sees as like a luxury or a want, or even it's just not the right thing to do, right? It brings on guilt and shame. But what if? What if what you need is to actually be emotionally connected to the money decisions that you're making by being confident that you're honoring what you truly desire? How would it change your story if you trusted the decisions that you were making? How would it change your ability to receive if you truly trusted that you'd be able to use that money for what you wanted? it changes everything. So, anytime you feel off about how you're choosing to spend your money, ask yourself, what do I really need or want or desire in this moment? Is this decision honoring that true desire? If not, what choice would honor that true desire? Right? Now, this aspect will also bring in prior or principle number 4 that we're going to talk about respecting your principle, your values, principles, and priorities as you start to spend money. So we'll learn more about that in principle 4. These things all build on each other, right? But I want you to take some time. What is a decision that you've been maybe wrestling with a little bit lately, and you're just not really sure why? What feelings is that bringing up? What is the true desire in that scenario? And what decision could you make that would honor your true desire rather than simply putting a band-aid over it and trying to sabotage yourself? Okay. Principle number 2, you get to honor your true desires. See you guys in number 3.